right, as you can see, the front end of my G80 M3 was definitely transformed with the new accessories, right? The carbon fiber front lip, the ABS plastic front grille from Vorsteiner. But we're not done there yet, right? There's still more things that are gonna be transforming this car for the invasion of Orlando. But as you can see from the title and thumbnail, you know, windshield wipers, windshields, right? This is a topic that we're gonna talk about in this video. In a few weeks, the team at GYEON is actually gonna be coming to my garage and we're gonna be getting the E92 M3 giveaway all dialed in. But as you can see, I'm actually wearing one of the sweaters that it's gonna be part of the giveaway. So at the time of filming this, we should be getting our inventory in a couple days. So that should be live when you guys see this video. But for every $5 you spend on our merchandise gets you one entry into winning that E92 M3. But in this video, we're gonna be talking about the windshield. I know a lot of you guys are in the winter months where you deal with snow, sleet, and things like that. Here in South Florida, we deal with the occasional rain. But as I get closer into spring and summer, and towards the end of summer, we deal with a lot of rain. So that's something that I wanna protect myself for the upcoming rain season, and is with a product from GYEON. GYEON has been a big partner with Beamer Invasion, and also myself. A lot of the products that they provided me, it's something that I would always use, and something that I would definitely showcase it to you guys, so you guys have a little more knowledge when it comes to purchasing the right items for your car. So in this video, we're gonna be talking about Q² View, right? It's a video I seen on their Instagram with Reed applying it onto a glass, and the effects that they did for the glass was pretty impressive. And we're gonna do that today to my G80 M3. Coatings don't last a long time, especially for the windshield, especially depending on how often you use it. So normally it's been about 1.5 years already. I do want to revamp this coating on the front glass. The team at Hughes took care of that. But again, it's been about 1.5 years, so I definitely want to revamp it. In this video, I'm gonna take you guys along the step of just basically applying this product onto my front windshield, and you'll see how hydrophobic this stuff is. Okay, one of the best things about this entire kit is that they have everything you need, from cleaning the window, prepping it, right? And one of the main things about any coatings, whether it's paint, windows, wheels, is the prep. And the first step is to obviously clean your car, wash your car. You can spray the car down with prep spray, window cleaner. I went ahead off camera, sprayed it with some prep spray just to make sure that this is gonna be bare. But additionally, they give you something called Cleanse. Cleanse is a product that you're gonna use with this applicator pad, and you're basically gonna be polishing the window, right? Getting everything that has been built up from driving the car, whether you guys live up in New York City with all the salt because of the winter months, or even in South Florida, right? All the tree sap and all that nonsense, right? Gets onto your car, onto your window. So you're just gonna apply it onto this pad, and normally you don't wanna do circle motions, but in this method, it's definitely okay. And you wanna polish the window, right? So you're going in circle motions, and you wanna add enough product to making sure that you're getting that correctly. One of the best things about once you get this done correctly and you're driving in those rainy months is that when you're driving on the highway especially, you don't really need your wipers. You just let the speed, right, and the airflow just get rid of the rainwater. And this is not my daily. I do want to do this on my wife's car. I know that she dailies hers, and to be honest, I could definitely see a lot of the water just sit on her front of her car. So that means that sealant or that coating on her front windshield is no longer there. So going back into the giveaway, right? So for every $5 you guys spent on our merchandise on our website, right, it's gonna get you one entry into winning the E92 M3. The E92 M3 has been a car that's been living at my place. A lot of the times I'm just still waiting for a lot of the modifications to arrive. And if you guys are watching this now, I think you will see those modification videos prior and some after this. But recently, I'm gonna show you guys and tell you guys is that we had some insane modifications coming for that car. All right, so once you apply that product on the cleanse, you're gonna want it to haze a little bit, dry up, right? And you're gonna take a microfiber towel, lightly damp, and it's gonna help you remove all the stuff off. Again, that is the main important thing about applying any coating. It's the preparation. All right, so the next product we're gonna be using is obviously the coating, right? This is Q2 Repel, and this is gonna help repel the water, make your windshield hydrophobic, and it's gonna allow you to be a little more safe on the road, and also have that extra clear vision on those horrible weather days. And then you're just gonna put a nice, healthy amount onto the applicator pad. The applicator pad, they do come with a microfiber or silk cloth that allows you to put the material on there. It glides a little bit easier onto the windshield, and you'll see momentarily. And that noise you hear, that means you're applying it on correctly. And I think I remember Reed talking about that on that video. One of the best things about a lot of these GYEON products is that it's super easy to do, right? You don't need to be a professional to use this stuff. For people that just wanna learn the process themselves, this is very easy to use. I'm gonna do 2 coats, and in between coats, you wanna let it rest or dry, or technically cure onto the windshield for about 15 minutes before you apply the second coat. And you're gonna leave the initial coat on there too. So as I'm applying this stuff on, I do wanna mention, I think I was mentioning earlier before I got sidetracked, is that we do have a lot of different products coming in for the E92 M3. One of the coolest things is that I get to showcase the transformation on this channel for you guys. So I already know we do have a roll cage here that I'm actually gonna have to get sent out to get powder coated. For the E92, we have a lot of different brands that we're working with. One of the brands that we're working with that I'm very excited to see and hear how this changes things is actually E92. E92 makes a plenum for the E92, and I think it's going to transform the sound of the car and also the induction noise. We also partnered up with BBS, and with BBS they gave us a set of CIRs for the car, and I think it's going to look good on the Melbourne Red. And I'm just technically, this for me is still the initial coat, and I'm basically doing a crosshatch, and that's something that I've learned from way before. And again, we're gonna let this dry for 15 minutes and we're gonna come back and add another coat on. All right, so we waited 15 minutes and we're gonna apply the second layer on now. I don't know about you guys, but I always tend to use more product than I ever need to. That's just how I am, I don't know, I can't help it. But stay tuned guys, there's gonna be so much more content coming. I think you're gonna be pretty surprised of some of the changes for the E92 and also the G80. And I'm really excited to meet the person that's eventually gonna win this car. I think it's really gonna be able to get them more indulged into the BMW community. We're getting prepared for the invasion of Orlando 2024. I think I mentioned earlier, there's been a little frustrations with planning this year, which every event that we plan, there's always some frustrations. And after this event, we're gonna have to be a little bit more anxious about planning next year. And I think it's gonna be pretty epic. But also too, we're definitely gonna have to do a washcast about that. Some of the frustrations and some of the uphill battles we've been dealing with, because some of the things that you guys don't see about planning these events is a lot of the stress that our team has to deal with, right? And I gotta be thankful that we do have a good team, right? Between Miguel, Corey, and I. Corey has been taking the lead with a lot of these paperwork, permits, and all that stuff. And, you know, I handle a lot of the marketing aspect of it, and a lot of the flyers you guys see, Instagram reels from us, that's all me, you know. But let's finish the other side and take the stuff off. And then in a little bit, we're gonna show you guys how much it repels the water, which I think we're gonna wait a couple more days because I do want this to cure really good. And plus, there's no reason for me to get it wet right now. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry for another 15 minutes and I'm gonna let it bond correctly to the windshield. I think you guys are gonna be quite surprised when we show you guys what the true properties are with this product, right? It's gonna allow you to be a little bit more safer when you drive in those inclement weathers, especially if you live up in the tri-state, dealing with the cold, sleet, rain, and also snow. But here in South Florida, like I mentioned, we deal with a lot of rain. So this is definitely gonna help me throughout this upcoming rain season, and it's also going to be able to provide a little bit more safety, right? Because when you get into those really bad monsoons down here, windshield wipers can only do so much. Adding a product like this adds a little bit more hydrophobic properties. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to give this a few days because I'm going to let this sit in the garage. I do need to wash the car entirely, so when it comes to that, I'll show you guys what this product does to water, the hydrophobic properties. I think you guys are going to enjoy that. So we'll check in with you guys in a quick second.